Hello, Mosaic House Church family. Welcome to Wednesday What's Up with Pastor V. Do you know I'm still buzzed from Sunday worship? I sure am. Man, the Holy Spirit came down. He filled the house. And the first song that we sang, "There's joy in this house and we can't keep quiet." Oh, that just rang true to me. And I'm still buzzed by the baptism, by the singing, by the fellowship, and by everyone who came, even all the guests visiting, even by the sermon itself. I was so inspired, edified. But most importantly, do you know that the risen Christ was glorified? We're talking about the value of community, are we not? Because the disciples of Christ, we live out the value of community, which is what? To belong with Jesus. Not only do we believe in Jesus, we belong with Jesus. Because we belong with Jesus, we belong with His peeps. And that's you and me. Not this place, but the peeps, the people. And I felt the presence of the Holy Spirit. So therefore, I am calling you out. If you felt what I felt, would you be willing to reach out to someone who served on Sunday and say thank you? And while you are at it, tell the person what you are thanking for. Explain, articulate the difference they made for your faith, for your edification, the way you glorify the risen Christ. You get what I'm saying? And we have a litany of servant workers. People who served, praise team, audio team, visual team, welcome and hospitality team, children, baby house, youth, little house team, live stream team, online team, intercessors team. The list goes on and on and on. So reach out to someone and say thank you and explain the difference they made in your life. Because when you do it, guess what? They will be edified, and the risen Christ will be glorified. Since we're talking about community, the value of belonging to Jesus with His people, do you appreciate table fellowship? I know I do. I know you do. I have not met any person who says, "Oh, if we could just get rid of table fellowship." No, to the contrary, everyone's asking, when can we start table fellowship? Now, thanks to few individuals, we kicked off the table fellowship time. Because Jesus, when you read the Gospels, Christ is always welcoming and receiving people and showering people with His hospitality. People like you and me. And that is why we show hospitality. Because your God, my God, Christ, is the most hospitable person in the universe. Hence, table fellowship. Now, here is the situation. As your pastor, as a leader, one of my jobs is to define the reality. Now, please do not hear this as a guilt trip, because I'm not. If you feel guilty, that's not from me, and that's not from the Holy Spirit, that's from your flesh and the devil. So it's not about guilt. But here is the situation. Very few individuals, I'm talking about a handful of people. That's it. They bore the brunt of table fellowship in terms of organizing, in terms of providing, in terms of setting up coffee, in terms of cleaning afterwards. And they can't keep this up. And they shouldn't. Am I right? Wouldn't you agree? They should, only a handful of people should not keep this up. So therefore, since Christ values this, since you and I value this, since this is serving the mission of Christ, reaching the lost, all I'm asking, no. Let me say it better. The Holy Spirit is calling you and me to serve in this capacity of table fellowship team. We need consistent teams if you served only one Sunday a month, that's all it takes. One Sunday a month, in terms of coming half an hour earlier, setting up coffee tables, and then setting up food and refreshments, and then cleaning up afterwards. One Sunday a month, then we can create and serve this environment of hospitality and welcome. Would you please consider doing this? Now, again, I'm not using guilt on you. However, I need to say to everyone, if we don't have teams in a consistent fashion and frequency, I can't ask those handful of people to keep doing this. What that means is we will not have table fellowship. And that's the reality. So would you please consider? No? Pray about it. Ask the Holy Spirit and say, should I do this? Serve once a month. We belong with Jesus. We belong with His people. So let us celebrate this welcome and hospitality. Love you all. I will see you on Sunday. And this Sunday is about better together in blessing. You want some blessing? Come and get some.